Well, hey, folks, it's your favorite YouTube hack, King Waspinator. Welcome back to Total Party Skills. Hit like and subscribe. Now, if you've seen my previous videos on ye old Marvel Multiverse role-playing game playtesters rulebook, you will know that I have, aired some like real basic first skimming of the book kind of complaints. And that's probably about as deep as I'm going to go with it. I can't even remember how much this thing cost. It's been so long since I'd pre-ordered it. But, you know, got a little YouTube content out of it, got some views out of it. So basically, I got my money's value out of it. Now, I don't really need it anymore. I was not really interested in playing a Marvel superheroes role-playing game anyway. I'm more of a Heroes Unlimited kind of person. However, something wonderful has happened in the comment section for these videos about this little treasure here. And so in this one fashion, I'm going to say that it's actually a pretty nice thing to have come out. It's a little ray of sunshine. And that's the fact that there's been some yelling and arguing against some of my points, which, yes, obviously, are based off of a real initial skim through, not like a thorough sit down and read. I mean, hell, I'm like writing two different things at once right now, and also playing Red Dead Redemption 2 again. So it's not like, I'm going to just sit around and spend a whole day, poring over every last line and paragraph of this fucking thing. I generally use role-playing games more as a reference book style to read anyway. It's very seldom that I come across a role-playing game that you can read cover to cover. In fact, that's one of the trends I've tried to break with my own writing, with my Total Party Skills games available on DriveThruRPG. But, as I was saying, there's like this wonderful argument emerging over this game in my comments, and it's such a healthy thing. I mean this in all seriousness. It's great. And what I mean is that the arguing over a Marvel product, is really almost nothing at all to do with, any of the current controversies happening with their parent company, Disney, over there in Florida, and any of the various attending subjects that come with that. Nothing about Comicsgate, nothing about Marvel's wokeness. The arguing going on in the comments section is like 90% plus just arguing about the rules. People trying to defend these rules, people taking my side, people taking a position somewhere in between. I mean, obviously, from my point of view, in terms of people at Marvel getting feedback, yeah, they might not necessarily like my tone. They will certainly disagree with some of my, early conclusions and projections and observations over the thing, because they've already had a fuck ton of fucking playtesters and shit. So it's not like they haven't already decided to move forward with this as is, and so it's not like they really want people to provide profound changes to the setting or system or anything like that. However, from my point of view, the whole point of playtesting is to poke holes in it. And so even if not all my attempts to poke holes, if you can efficiently and effectively push back against that, that's great. But, insofar as that, if you can find any weak points in the hull of this ship before you set it out to sea, that's to your advantage. So, I'm still the point of view, I'm just trying to do Marvel a favor in terms of all that kind of stuff. But it's just, wow, it's been so long since I've seen an actual honest argument amongst gamers purely over a rule system, without a bunch of other weird political baggage going on along with it, distorting the entire thing. It's just purely along an axis of, is this shit too complicated, or is, like that an overblown complaint? Which is a perfectly valid position to be taking. And just... like I said, it's a breath of fresh air, and it's very strange in many ways that it's come from all things this. And so we need more of this. Maybe it's a good thing that since it's just only character creation rules and combat rules and nothing else at all in here, assuming that you, as the person who picked up this product, already know what the fuck the Marvel Universe is, it's given it, there's nothing else to comment on except the rules, you know. That's great. So I don't know, maybe we should like all start making like reviews of GURPS and other books that are just like strictly 100% rule books. And just because I don't know, it was almost like it was like the 90s again, when people would complain about like why they liked games wasn't because of the setting or because of the political stances of the companies, but like when, you know, people arguing about whether or not they liked GURPS or White Wolf or Dungeons and Dragons or, you know, or Cyberpunk. It came down so much to whether or not the people playing it actually liked the rule systems and the character creation and the dice and all that kind of stuff. So on that, it's great. Otherwise, I still say it needs work. Stay waspinated.